everyone, and welcome to the DPB podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Mondis. This is episode number 312 for February 13th, 2024.
Welcome to the Disney Pins blog podcast, the latest news on Disney pin trading and collecting from around the world.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. I don't have anything for housekeeping this week, so we'll get right into the pin news. First, we're going to start off with BoxLunch. They had a brand new Disney Princess Flower Pot Mystery Pin Set that released. These have a PVC element, so it's like a little rubber element for the flower. And the characters represent Moana, Snow White, Tiana, Jasmine, Rapunzel, and Belle. Retail price is $10.90 per pin, and there's one pin per box. Next up is Shop Disney. They had a new release for the Disney Plus series Awaju. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but yeah, it's a new series on Disney Plus. It's limited release. Retail price is $17.99. Then there was the second release in the Stitch Attacks Snacks series. This is available at Shop Disney online as well as Disney Parks. The second series features popcorn. It includes 3 pins, just like the first set. Limited release. Retail price is $34.99. Next up is Pink a la Mode. They had 2 new Fig Pin exclusive pin releases last week that feature young Carl and Ellie from Up. Limited edition of 500, and the retail price is $25 each. They also had a few new Stitch pin releases at Pink a la Mode. One features Stitch with the Ducklings. That's limited edition of 300, retail price $35, which apparently this one sold out very quickly. Then there were 3 additional Stitch pins. These ones are limited edition of 500 with a retail price of $16 each. Next up is Disney Studio Store Hollywood. They had an online pin release for California residents last week on Wednesday, February 7th. They feature Valentine's Day hearts, little stained glass element on those pins. Limited edition of 400, retail price is $32.95 each. Then there was a surprise release during the Valentine's pins that came out featuring Sleeping Beauty's 65th anniversary. These ones are limited edition of 400 with a retail price of $26.95 each. Next up is our sales at DPB Store. We had a few new Loungefly releases, new Artland pins, and then another new exclusive that came out last week. First up is Sleeping Beauty's 65th anniversary. This is by Loungefly. Available now at DPB Store. Limited edition of 1300, retail price is $20. Then there's also a lanyard that goes along with it. We only have a couple of these left, so if you had your eye on it, head over to the lanyard section at DPB Store. It's only $12, and it features Aurora in her blue dress. Then we also had the Winnie the Pooh and Friends Floating Balloons Loungefly pin. This one is limited edition of 1400, retail price $20. 3 inches in size and comes in a collectible box. Then there was the Tinkerbell Lantern pin, but this is probably the most popular Loungefly pin that we had recently. Also only a few left at DPB Store. Limited edition of 1800, retail price is $20. It has a hinged design with brushed gold metal. Then there was the Peter Pan You Can Fly 4-pin set, also by Loungefly. Features Peter Pan, Wendy, John, and Michael, along with the Hungry Fish and Tinkerbell. That's only $20 for 4 pins. Then we had 3 additional pins in the Artland Signature series that came out. They feature Belle, Tinkerbell, and Tiana. Limited edition of 200, 3 inches in size. These pins are absolutely stunning. Beautiful details, super high quality. Tinkerbell seems to be the most popular one out of these 3. But at the time of this recording, all are still available at DPB Store. And then finally, we have our exclusive that came out last week. It features Rapunzel and Pascal from Tangled. In the background, you can see Rapunzel's tower under the translucent fill. It has etched metal in the background for that. It's about 2 inches in size. Only 300 were produced, and the retail price is $18. Thank you to everyone who purchased. This was a popular one. I think we only have about 100 left. And then this Thursday, we will have another new exclusive. It's going to be the second pin in our Disney Villains Hallway series, and it features Evil Queen. So keep an eye out for that this Thursday, usually around 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Okay, next up is Shanghai Disney Resort. They had a few new pins that released for the Spring Festival 2024. There's a spinner pin with Duffy Bear and Friends. Then there's a Duffy and Friends 7-pin box set. This is limited edition, but I'm not sure of the edition size. And then there was also a Lunar New Year, Year of the Dragon mystery pin set, which features Mickey and Friends and Duffy and Friends, all like little trains that connect together. And then also at Shanghai Disneyland was a new hidden Mickey pin, which features Judy Hopps from Zootopia. All right, and then finally we have Disney Parks in America. First, there was a new Disney Villains Chibi style pin set featuring 4 pins, Jafar, Maleficent, Ursula, and Hades. This is available at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Open edition, retail price is $34.99. Then there were 2 new Disney cat and dog spinner pins. They read Best Cat Paw Rent and Best Dog Paw Rent. The cat one features Aristocats and the dog one features Nana from Peter Pan. Open edition, retail price $14.99. Then there were 2 new Starbucks pin releases, part of the Discovery series. So far there are just 2 out at Disneyland, but there will be 4 coming to Walt Disney World as well, 1 for each park. Disneyland ones, of course, feature Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure. They have little dangle elements on it with the Starbucks logo. Open edition, retail price $14.99 each. Then there were new Sleeping Baby character pins at Disney Parks. They feature Mickey Mouse in his pajamas sleeping. There's Donald Duck, and then there's a 2-pin set with Chip and Dale. Those are all open edition. Single ones are $12.99, and the 2-pin set with Chip and Dale is $19.99. There are also a lot of other new open edition pins. I've been putting them in the weekly pin posts each week, so check last week and this week for more open edition pins. Then there was a new booster pin set for Disneyland featuring the themed lands. There's Fantasyland, Toontown, New Orleans Square, and Tomorrowland. That 4-pin set is open edition, retail price $34.99. And then we have the new limited edition pin releases this week at Disney Parks. First we'll start off with Walt Disney World. They received their 2nd Walt Disney World Parade pin. This one features Mad Hatter. Limited edition of 3,000, retail price is $19.99. And then Disneyland, for their exclusive, was also the Disneyland Parade pin. The 2nd one on the West Coast features Mr. Toad. Limited edition of 2,500, retail price $19.99. Then we have these shared pin releases on both coasts. First is the St. Patrick's Day 2024 pin. It features Donald Duck. It has glitter embellishments in the background. Limited release, $17.99. Then there is the Doctor's Day 2024 pin, which this year features Chip and Dale. It's also limited release. Retail price $17.99. Then there was a new Character Connection mystery pin set. This one features the Haunted Mansion. It's limited edition of 650 and includes 2 chaser pins that are LE 250. Retail price is $19.99 per box, and there is 1 pin per box. Then lastly was the 5th release in the Star Wars lightsaber collection at Disney Parks. This one features Darth Sidious. Limited edition of 3,000. Retail price $19.99. And all those I just mentioned released on Tuesday, February 13th, 2024 at Disney Parks. And also one more quick thing before we go. I did want to mention there is a new pin set at the Bradford Exchange. I did miss this one here on my notes. It features Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. They have 24 karat gold plated details. There are 17 pins in total, but the first set features 4 pins, and the retail price is $59.99. That can be purchased now at bradfordexchange.com. Alright, so that's going to do it for your February 2024 Week 2 Disney Pin News. Thank you guys very much for listening and watching. Hope you have a great rest of your week. See ya.